Good afternoon, guys. I ended up finishing up all of my whips that I had. Really, all of these whips and all of the projects that I'm making are for my big 2-day market in September. I did post a vlog of my last year's 2-day market in September. It's one of the first videos that I ever posted on this channel, so if you guys want to see that, I will link it in the cards up here, and also just like put the little thumbnail on the screen right now. But yeah, all of the stock that I have so far is currently for that 2-day market, but I did go on my email and see where I signed up for this market, and it was like 3 a.m. and it turns out it was an ad looking for vendors on my Instagram. So I just signed up through the Google form and included pictures and stuff, and they accepted me a couple of weeks later. So that's where the market came from. It was an ad. That's why I didn't see it in my email, because they didn't reach out to me. I reached out to them. But yeah, I'm just finishing up everything here. I have a lot of minis for this market. I like to have a lot of minis just in general. I'm trying to find new patterns to use. So I have gone on Etsy and found like a bunch of new patterns, and also gone on Pinterest and found free patterns. But yeah, I just ended up using the rest of my yarn to attach all of these tags, eyes, and bows to everything. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon, but I've been up since morning. I'm getting ready for the market now. I don't remember signing up for this market, but it's only from 5:30 to 7:30. So they did end up coming to us telling us that we could bring a tent. I'm not sure how I'm gonna fit my tent in this space, because they did email us back and say, oh, you can bring a tent now, you can bring a tent. But then they said that our spaces were 8 by 8. And I'm like, guys, y'all do know that tents are usually 10 by 10. So yeah, I guess that's it. And then yeah, I'm about to get ready right now to go to the storage unit. If you are thinking about getting storage, I do recommend the one that you pull up to if you are going to your storage frequently. Now, if you're someone that's like, oh, I just need some extra space to put like some stuff that doesn't fit in my closet, or like my Christmas tree, or then like my Halloween decorations, the indoor one might be fine for you because you barely go there. But like if you consistently go to your storage unit, like if you have markets and stuff like that, please get the outdoor one, because it's so hard to bring stuff up and down those escalators or elevators. It's like a far walk, and you can't just pull straight up. Even though they do say temperature controlled, it's like 80 degrees in there anyway, so you might as well just put your stuff outside. Yep, I do recommend the outdoor storage units if you're thinking about getting one. Okay, so this is the setup I have so far. Only one table, because they told us one table. Luckily they switched it to where we can bring our tents, so it's not super hot out here. But this is the front, very simple. This is the back. I have my van already going. I think it's like 100 degrees today. And then I have my camera bag, which I have like my camera and like my tripod, my tiny one, and extra battery and stuff like that in here. And then this is my little cash box. I want to get one that's like more professional with like the separate cash holders. But and then back here is just a mess so far. I think I'm gonna have my boxes and bags inside of this, just so that way it'll stay out of the way, because I don't have another table to put them on. So I'll just make up some boxes and put them back in there. Got the chairs here, and I'm about to start setting up the plushie. So let me set you guys up so that you can see the progress. I'm worried about it, but I'm also worried about what you're doing. Alright, so this is the official setup. Got my sign up, table display. Not many items, but it is what it is. It's that section. Here are the little bulbas that I was making in the last video. And then over here is kind of just some leftover stuff. Well, these are leftovers, and then these two things are new. Everything else, I'm just trying to like spread it out to make it look full. And then here's the back of the booth. I just have my phone, my little cash box, and then my fan. I got set up within like 10 minutes, and at this point it was 5 o'clock and the market started in 30 minutes. It ran from 5:30 to 7:30, and even though it says it was 96, it really wasn't that hot out. 5:42, no sales yet. The music is super loud. I don't think that y'all are gonna be able to hear me, so I'll just do a voiceover.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Hey, she don't know, but she crocheting. I'm at home working on my line. Enjoy y'all day.
Thank you. I just had my first sale. I've only been here for 30 minutes technically, and that was $20 for the pink boba. So this event was called Alley Days in Memphis, and this was a free event. So I do get ads for markets that are coming up, and sometimes if they're like something that's interesting or like sponsored by the Downtown Memphis Commission, then I will apply. This market was free. All we had to do was just show up with our things. They didn't really ask us what we sold like that. I don't think there was another girl there that sold crochet, but she was making like hats and shirts and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. I think setup was really nice. My car was literally like right next to my booth on the side of the street, and I set up my tent like right next to my car. So setup wasn't that bad. Breakdown wasn't that bad at all. And everything was fine. I give this event like a 7 out of 10. The marketing was nice. A bunch of people showed up for it to only be 2 hours and on a Wednesday. So overall, it was pretty good.
Yeah, kids are very smart. Kids are very smart. But yeah, man, big thing about relationships though, for this long. So you got to forgive and embrace your heart. That's real, bro. Because you know how many women that live in our community that's just become moms.
Okay, so I'm back home. Obviously I think that it went well because it was only 2 hours. I got to park my car like literally right next to my booth. It only took me like 10 minutes to set up everything and like break down everything. I only had one table. I only bought 3 things. It really wasn't a stressful time at all, so I think that $50 is fair for 2 hours of work. 20 minutes away, which isn't that bad because every market is like 20 minutes away. Every market is like literally around the same area in Memphis downtown, so every market is 20 minutes for me, so I'm just kind of used to driving that. Or actually, let me go over the things that I did sell. Or I sold the pink boba was the first thing. After that, I sold a mini octopus with a bow on it, and then a guy walked by and he was like, this is super cute, like I don't want anything, but I'll just donate $10. So I took the $10. A mini capybara for $10. A monkey fidget sold for $15, and then I got a $10, I guess it was a donation, I'm not sure, but it was on Venmo, so $10 extra. So my grand total is 10, 20, 30, 40, $75. So $75 really wasn't that hard. And then also I still had enough time to come home because the market didn't really last that long. Like it ended at 7:30. I got home at like 8:15, like literally super quick. So last night I ended up making some little roll cakes from my market in September. I made 10 of them. I have pink, green, blue, and purple roll cakes. It's gonna be like ube, matcha, strawberry, and chocolate little cakes, and then of course I still have to put the strawberries on top. But yeah, I still had enough time to come home and make these, and I still had a lot of energy, so I'm super glad that I got these done. It was hot that day, but luckily we were underneath like a big tree, and I had my tent and I had my fan, so it literally was not hot. Like as soon as you stepped from under the tent, it was super hot, but while you were underneath the tent, it was not hot at all. So I was super happy about that. So I did give this market a 7 out of 10. And some of the things that were like downsides, air quotes, because there really wasn't like huge downside. Like the communication was there, but it was like last minute stuff. Like at the last minute they told us that we could bring a tent, and then also they were saying like nobody could sell food and drinks because they had like food trucks there, but there were like 2 people selling drinks / drink products. And I wasn't hating because I was like, oh well, if you accepted a juice company, of course they are going to want to sell their juice. They put in bold letters, no selling juice, and then they were selling juice, and I'm like, guys, are we gonna like, what if I had wanted to sell juice and like I didn't bring juice because I wanted to follow the rules? Like, why are you not sticking to what you say? That was another thing. People didn't really start pouring in till like 6-ish, 6 o'clock. So it's really only like an hour and a half of like actual market. Like people were walking around, but people were like still setting up. Nobody was really shopping. There was like still people walking through the street, like just trying to get home. Yeah, the market didn't really start till like officially 6. Like people didn't start pouring in and shopping until like 6. So really the market was only like an hour and a half. Yeah, that was some of the air quotes negatives. I give it a 7 out of 10. I would do it again if it was in a different area. I think that it would be a little bit better. I think that it being next to that restaurant, the parking was poor for other people. Like I got there super early. Like we started setting up at 3:30. I got there like 3:33 and got like a really good spot. For other people that, you know, didn't get there at 3:30, 3:45, they didn't get a spot to park. So that was kind of annoying for them. I wish that they had thought about parking and like chose like a different area or something like that, that we could have like a parking spot instead of having to like park all the way down the street and like wheel all their stuff to their spot. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Kind of a shorter one, but just because the market was shorter. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, please don't forget to follow my Instagram at Introvert Crossing for more behind the scenes, reels, shorts, stories, and all other things like that. Also, if you're crocheting during this video, please let us know down below if you're crocheting. If you're market prepping, what market are you doing? Are you excited to do it? Are you nervous? Just a bunch of questions. Just talk down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.